Hello, good morning all. Myself Ujwal. I'm pursuing a bachelor's degree in engineering from the Oxford College of Engineering. I got an opportunity from the emertxe team to carry out my internship on embedded system. I am grateful to the team. We did a project over microwave oven. Well, our we did the project over a team of three. Myself, Ujwal BN, and Tanushar and Shubham M. We are the team of three. Well, throughout the project, we gone through the introduction to C, data types, operators, and the variables, and the arrays and the pointers, functional strings, storage classes, conditional loops, and introduction to the embedded system and microcontrollers. GPS versus embedded systems were the topics we carried on the theory basis. Well, the tools which were helpful for our project was MPLab X IDE and XC8 compiler and PiximLab 8, where the MPLab X IDE is used to write the code which will helpful for which is helpful for our project, whereas the XC8 compiler is used to compile the project code, and PiximLab is used to execute the code what we have generated. Introduction to various peripherals of 16F8770 microcontroller is along gone through it, and the project requirement and design is also discussed. Embedded C programming for interfacing matrix keypad 16 cross 4 LCD and LACs buzzers and ISR coolers are the requirements which are project needs. And we are also gone through the Diksha workshop for our career building and the resume preparations. These are all the topics which are completed in our project overview. Where the first one is the introduction to the embedded system, whereas we all know that the embedded system is a specialized computer system designed to perform a specific task within a larger device or products, often in real time, with dedicated functionalities and limited resources. We all know that the embedded systems used to function a specific program. Well, few of the examples are like washing machine and ABS system. We all know that the washing machine is specialized for the washing purpose only, washing for the clothes, and few are utilized for also utensils. Well, the ABS is the anti-braking system used in cars or the motor vehicles, which is used as a braking component in the bikes, which is helpful throughout the life of a biker. Next topic is along the microcontroller. What is a microcontroller? We all know that the microcontroller is a compact integrated circuit that contains a processor, memory, input-output peripherals that are used to control and manage specific functions in embedded systems. It is commonly found in devices like appliances, automatic systems, and consumer electronics, and other executing predefined tasks. Whereas microcontroller usually consists of a CPU, a main component, and a RAM, and a ROM, and a input-output peripheral, whereas the timer and the serial port. These are all the components which a microcontroller uses to specifies. Whereas the GPS versus embedded system is our next topic, where we are focused on our embedded system, which are compared to the general purpose register, where the general purpose register is a system which is combination of the generic hardware and a general purpose operating system, which is used for executing a variety of applications. Whereas in embedded system, a system which is a combination of specific purpose hardware and embedded OS for executing a specific task. Whereas in general purpose computing system, we can go through the variety of applications along with the implemented one. Whereas the embedded system is used for target about the only a specific task. Whereas the OS used in general purpose computing system, it is consist of a general purpose operating system OS. Whereas the embedded system, it may consist or may not consist any operating system for functioning. Whereas the applications can be alterable, whereas by implementing few code or alter any programmable code, user can change the functionality of the GPS, whereas in embedded system, this it is not possible. Once it is fixed, it cannot be altered at all till the completion of its use. Whatever these are the key factors used in a general purpose register. Performance is the key deciding factor in selecting a system faster is better, where the key factor is performance in general purpose system. Deciding which general purpose is new to be implemented or used is dependent upon the performance of it. And if the performance is faster, then that GPS will be used as a good one. Whereas the embedded system is application oriented embedded system based on the performance, power requirements, memory usage, are the key deciding factors for the selection of an embedded system. Whereas the power consumption from the GPS general purpose system is more, whereas the embedded system it is less. Whereas the response time is not critical, whereas in embedded system it is critical or for some applications. Execution need not to be deterministic. Here, the embedded system deterministic for certain types of embedded system like hardware real-time systems. So we seen across the difference between the GPS and the embedded system now. We'll move to the next topic. These are the hardwares that contains in our Pixim lab, which is used to dump our programmable code of embedded system in the uh, domain. But the first one is the microcontroller itself. It's a PIC 16F877A, which is a microcontroller which is used for our beneficiary use. Whereas the next one is the LCD display, whereas the keys and the buzzer and a fan and a timbre. These are the hardware components which are be used in the Pixim lab peripherals that is used for our project work. Whereas the Pixim lab architecture, whereas the Pixim lab 16.8 architecture consists of an microcontroller named a Pix 16F877A and a RS232 cable and LEDs, buzzers, digital keypads and SSDs, matrix keypad and clock and analog to digital converter, temperature sensor of LM35 and EEPROM or RTCs or general purpose input output. Where this act as an input output and this will also as an input output. This will gives commands the microcontroller. This will also command the microcontroller. This can be of both ways. It will receives the command from the 15680, whereas the buzzer will triggers the microcontroller. LEDs will be as act as an output. Well, the next one is of a pin diagram of an PIC. What we are using the microcontroller named a PIC 16F877A. Pin configuration is basically different for all the 40 pins. It consists of a 14 pin IC where the first pin, where the configuration of the each pin will be discussed in details throughout the internship. Well, it's a the microcontroller what we are using. It's a popular microcontroller from microchip technology and the features of 40 pin dual in line package. For surface mount devices package below, I will provide an explanation of the pin out diagram for the PIC 16.8 microcontroller, where the pin 1 is the master clear or reset pin, where it's an input pin as a voltage programming pin used to reset the microcontroller and can be used for external programming. Whereas the pin 2 is an analog input channel 0 digital input pin can be used as a digital input for analog to digital conversion. Based on the entire application of the pins, and based on the entire application of the each individual pins contains of each different functions which we have gone throughout the internships. These pins provides a range of functionalities. The pins configuration of the microcontrollers are of provides a huge range of functionalities including digital input output, analog input, and a timer control counter and a communication interfaces, making the PIC6F877A microcontroller a versatile microcontroller for a wide range of embedded applications. So this can be often used for different application of the embedded application embedded of the systems. Well, we carried on a project of micro oven. Well, the micro oven is simply defined as an oven which cooks food very quickly by an electromagnetic radiation rather than by heat. So the food will be usually cooked on the heat purpose in other than micro oven. So we designed a micro oven which will be cooking on the electromagnetic radiation emitted throughout. Well, our micro oven consists of a four modes, actually working modes. Where the first one is the micro mode, where the second one is the grill mode, where the third one is the convection mode, and the last one is the start mode. Usually in micro mode, we can say that in the default, it's the default mode. It's a default mode for cooking as well as heating the food. When you start our microphone, you will typically in this mode. You can adjust the cooking time and power level as needed for the specific cooking requirements. In our project, the maximum power specified is 900 watt. Whereas in the second mode is the grill mode. When the grill mode is been selected, if the food will be grilled or grilled, any functions related to grill will be carried out. The heating the elements on the top and bottom of the food, which will make the food as a crisp, adding the crisp surface on the top and bottom of the food. It's useful for making dishes like grilled cheese sandwiches or eating frozen items, and user can set the time accordingly. The time duration can be set for each mode, whereas in micro mode as well as the grill mode and the convection mode and the start mode. Time duration will be set along with the user preferences, whereas the convection mode will be some microwave ovens come with convection capability of cooking, which allows them to function as both a microwave and a traditional oven. Convection microwaves use a fan to circulate hot air, resulting in better browning and crisper results. Convection mode make uses the temperature limits of up to 180 degrees Celsius. If the temperature exceeds 180 degrees Celsius, it will alert the users regarding that it cannot be heated more than 180 degrees Celsius. So the input should be lesser than or equal to 180 degrees Celsius. That can be seen over convection mode. It will make the microwave oven environment regarding to the user's heating capabilities. If the user wants to make the food heated up to the 30 degree or 35 degree Celsius, then the user can input the degree as he needed, and he can heat the food up to 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. Whereas in the start mode, in this mode, the microphone starts its operation with a time limit of 30 seconds. And this can be also incremented by adding 30 seconds. So in start mode, basically it will heat the food or cook the food for still 30 seconds and will be incremented to the next 30 seconds if we keep on adding the time duration. These are the four modes which are gone through clearly. What are all the requirements for our project management? These are the project requirements. The first one is the basic embedded C and the microcontroller pin configuration of our PIC 16 F877A microcontroller and MP Lab X IDA, which we use to code a particular program, whereas X8 compiler used to compile our program, what we have coded in our program instructions, whereas the PICSIM lab, we usually this software itself consists of a four to five major things. Whereas the first one is the microcontroller itself, whereas the second one is the 16 cross 4 LCD display and the matrix keypad and the cooler and buzzer. These are the requirements which are gone throughout our project that are useful to develop a project like ours microwave oven. Now let us we go through the code what we have designed for our microwave oven, where the it we actually initiated the fan and the buzzer to the zero, and the header files was for required for the main program has added a few header files like these libraries are added to the header files. The matrix keypad libraries and the timers library and the clock libraries are included, whereas we have defined few pin values of the microcontrollers for power on menu display screen, micro mode, grill mode, convection mode, and start display, start, pause, stop, command, and reset nothing, reset temperature, fan, buzzer, door, on of the micro oven. These are all we have included in our main program header files. Where the in main program we usually initiated our buzzer and fan to the off condition. When I start in the microwave oven, our our project is going to run on the basis of four conditions. Where the first condition, if the key is pressed once, which means if the key is equal to press once, it will enter it into the operation flag of microwave. If the key is equal to one, if it is set to one, then the operation flag will be entered into microwave oven, and the operation in the microwave oven and the time duration and everything will be carried out if the key is pressed one. If the key is pressed 2, then it will going to enter into the grill mode. And the operations in the grill mode and the time duration and everything will be carried out throughout this process. Whereas if the key is pressed 3, then the program will be going to enter into the convection mode, where we can preheat the microwave oven up to the particular range of temperature. Then we can add the time duration throughout the which our food can be heated up. And if the key 4 is pressed, then it will be in the operation mode operation mode of start mode. If the neither of these keys pressed, then the time display will be carried out. The time display of 30 seconds will be carried out for the start mode. The start mode can be incremented if you press on keep on pressing the key number 4, then the time duration of the heating or cooking the food will be incremented by 30 seconds. If the key 5 is pressed, then the project will execute the pause button and the key 6 will be implemented for the stop. For entire mode to be operated, we have designed a particular inside program using a switch operation for the power on screen and the command screen, whereas the display screen and the grill mode, micro mode, for entire thing we have coded for this. Where the convection mode also carries over the particular set of instructions to operate in a convection modes. Using the case statement, we have gone through the entire code where the fan can be implemented or turned off as well. Then, okay, this is regarding to the code part. Then we come across the project work what we have been concluded. When we turn on the power supply, usually when we turn on the supply, we've gone through the screen of powering on the micro oven. Then we gone to see that we have got four options regarding the micro mode and grill mode, convection mode, and the start mode. If you're gonna press the micro mode, if we press the key one here, then we display of power of 900 mode. As we set the power to 900 watt, it will display the power unit as 900 watt, the maximum limit. Whereas the time dimension of the micro mode can be set according to if we want to set it for the 20 seconds. The star and hash are used to clear and enter the time minutes. If the time is set for 20 minutes, then I am going to enter the time duration. Then the micro oven is started to run. It will run till the 20 seconds. Then it will going to indicate the user by triggering the buzzer. As long as the time duration is completed, when we can get the buzzer unit that indicating that the heating purpose has been done. Let's wait for 2 more seconds. See, now you can see that the micro mode food eating has been done throughout the micro. If you want to do any alteration in the micro mode, let's go through once again to the micro mode. If you want to increment if more than 20 seconds, like 30 seconds and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Usually, if you want to cook for a 2 minutes and 30 seconds, then we enter the time duration. The microwave oven will be heating up the food till to 2 to 30 minutes. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. If you want to anywhere you want to resume or stop, we can usually stop the heating process by pressing the key number 5. You see, now the micro oven has stopped. If you want to stop the entire process only, you can come back by pressing the resume button. First, we want to get out the resume button. The heating process should be initiated. Then we have to come back to the main screen. By entering 6, the micro oven will be stopped and we can get back to the menu options. Now we can see we found to the menu options. And at the second option, we got the grill mode. Whereas in the grill mode, we can set a time duration for how many time we need to grill this particular food. If we want to grill for 15 seconds, we can enter the time duration of 15 seconds. After completion of 15 seconds, the user will be triggered by the buzzer indicating that the food has been completely grilled for 15 seconds. Let's wait for 5 more seconds. Now, as you can see that the grill has been completed our food for 15 seconds. The entering into the third mode, which is a convection mode. Usually in convection mode, what we can say that the micro environment will be set to particular temperature for a food before switching on the convection mode. If we enter this convection mode, we get the option like state a temperature. See, state a particular temperature. Here we actually maintain the temperature around 0 to 180 degree Celsius. Well, greater than 180 degrees Celsius, it won't be appear. If you want to cook the food for 35 degrees Celsius. So We have set a preheating time limit for 18 seconds. It will gonna heat the microwave oven till 35 degrees Celsius for 18 seconds. The preheating of the microwave oven is now going to be ready. It will make the environment of the microwave oven to 35 degrees Celsius. After completion of that 18 minutes preheating of the microwave oven, we can set the time limits. When we set the time limits, now we can enter the 2 second. It will be preheating the food to the 35 seconds. We can also gone through the start mode, which is said to be that initially it will be heating the food for 30 seconds. By pressing the key number 4, we can add the heating level of the food to 30 more seconds. See, you can see that the time duration has been added. If I again press the key number 4, again the time 30 seconds will be added. This one keep on heating the food till the user requirement. If you want to stop it, you can just click the key number 6 and come out from the heating purpose. Now we are up to the 4 leads. So I can conclude that this is our project, what we have gone throughout the internship, where I am thankful to the emertxe streams to share their knowledge with us and giving an opportunity to be a part of this internship throughout. Thank you.